Well, you've moved through the streets, and you don't even bother with the back alleys. You just stroll leisurely through the streets, and no one pays you any heed whatsoever. You are just... I mean, it is absolutely casual. Cassius is taking the lead here, and he's moving you between... He's almost moving you between shadows. You're not brushing anyone. You're not even disturbing the air as you move easily and leisurely between the throngs of relatively well-to-do people, passing these lovely villas and quite nice gardens. Very all nicely well kept, from flowers from all over the Shattered Lands. It's rather pleasant. Your feet make no sound on the cobbled streets. And you are certainly not stopped by anybody. Above you, make a perception check while you're moving. Pass without trace lasts an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah.
28.
Okay.
15.
Right. So. Okay. So Tormund, you notice above you that skiff. So this is after probably about 10, 15 minutes. You notice that the skiff that was with you is starting to basically patrol around. It is on a tight ring. You see it is very well manned, with soldiers and things. The Delanos seem to have twigged that you're not there anymore. You don't see the yacht, probably because it's gone back to the manor for repairs. Cassius, you spot the skiff, and you spot that there are certain people in the crowd who are starting to pay a lot more attention to their surroundings, almost as if they were given a
little
word,
kick.
given a little keep an eye out for these three.
That was quick.
Now they're going to need, if someone gets, we need a 27 at least in order to spot Tormund. And they rolled a 4, so you are still basically invisible. But you see, as you're getting closer to the docks, you see these people get growing more numerous, and you definitely see that some of these are openly armed. You do spot Giorgio actually at the docks when you approach.
Okay.
He's talking with a few people, but you can't make out any words at this distance. Just sort of like.
So he didn't die.
He's
He
pretty
didn't
pissed.
die.
No, he's still alive. He's still alive.
I thought we canon killed him off the last episode because you didn't want to do his voice anymore.
I mean, I don't want to do his voice anymore. And he is standing by.
And you know what?
There's
part of me that wants to march up to him and go, "Hello, Giorgio."
Oh no, I've got something better to do if we're gonna do that. I can basically full on Jedi mind trick these motherfuckers. I have charm person.
I remember, but then they'll remember.
Yeah, but that part I can just charm him.
I'd only want to go and talk to him just so Matt has to do the voice. But Cassius wouldn't actually want to go and talk to
No, Cassius is too smart for that.
Mm-hmm.
You said there were the roads. No.
Oh, there's a few roads. There's the main road that leads down, but they'll probably have men there too. Very well connected, the Delanos.
Yeah. Oh, are we near? Can we see the dock now?
Yeah, you can see the docks.
Is my guy with his balloon there?
Oh, Axel P. Advent.
Is Axel P. Advent there?
He's not there. Axel P. Advent is in the employ of Charon at the moment.
Is Mr. Arkwright's taxi here at all? That's a different tier. That's
That's
4.
That's 4. Fuck.
So.
I want to scan the crowd of the workers there and the captains and stuff, and see if there's anyone who distinctly doesn't ring a bell. Given that I've been working for Delano's for a while, I feel like I'd recognise a fair number of people walking in and out of the house. And I've been down here before, working for them before. It's quite a common job for newbies to be put on dock patrol.
This. Remember someone who has no affiliation to the family. Walk freely.
Make a perception check.
It's not great. It's a 16.
Okay. So the only person you spot, you spot a couple of. Are you looking for standard dock workers that have nothing to do with any of it?
No, I'm looking for people who seem to be in control of a skiff or some form of craft.
Oh, you're looking for like a...
Yeah, pilot of some sort, captain
pilot.
Maybe. Someone who looks like they're having a bad time at the docks, because again, I know these docks are controlled by the Delanos. So someone who looks like they're pissed off with the people here.
Well, you're not short of those, because it seems like the docks have been very, very recently locked down, and a lot of pissed off captains are there. There are a few balloons and airships, freight and just kind of yachts and things, and people are really pissed. In fact, Giorgio is talking to a few of them, and they are kind of, what are you doing? So there are plenty of those. You do spot a very unhappy-looking fellow storming back toward not even a skiff. It's like I've forgotten the name of the small boat.
Sloop.
Maybe a sloop. I think it's a sloop. Yes, that'll do. Or a runabout or something like that.
Yeah, I know. Small craft.
Like a little tugboat.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, it looks no more than a courier, and he's trudging back. He looks very annoyed, and he's very kind of sweaty, and he's very agitated, and he is away from the rest of them.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
These people are not going to be happy they're being held at the dock. The liners will try and shut it down as best they can. We might need to pay, but we could probably convince a very pissed off captain to leave.
Do I have all my money still?
You've got some money on you.
Do I have all of the money that I had?
I think so. You should. There's no reason they would have taken it from you.
I got a shit ton of money on me.
Wait here, gentlemen. I'll see if I can deal with this. I'm.
Hang on. Who's the talker? I need to find somewhere to change.
Okay, make a quick perception check. Let's see if you find somewhere.
Go for a little bit of a walk somewhere. All I need is a small alleyway to then just go basically like that. 11 plus 11, 22.
Okay, so you see there were a few of these ships were in the process of unloading cargo, and there are crates and things scattered about. There is a cluster of them, quite tightly clustered together, pretty big crates. They're basically shipping crates. You could probably duck between those.
I shall.
All right, so the three of you make your way over there. Still under the pass without trace, and you slip in. Who do you disguise yourself as?
Just one better looking than most fellow that I've been seeing walking the opposite way.
Okay, walking away from the docks.
Yep.
On your travels to
On our travels from where we started to where, because obviously Cassius looking at people.
Mm-hmm.
Someone looks pretty well to do about themselves. Looks like he's got a bit of cash. Looks a bit intimidating, but intellectually intimidating, not physically intimidating. Like there's a presence with him.
There was a tiefling that you passed.
Okay, we'll do tiefling.
Who looked? He was sort of a light. He was like a rust red color. He had very, very large horns. Quite well built. Carried himself in a nice manner. Clearly very confident. So the horns from your head, and your skin goes rust red, and your shoulders broaden ever so slightly, and you.
Did you have anything particular that you'd like to say, Tormund?
If he really wants to piss off the family, the best thing to do would be not do business on tier 5.
Do business on tier 6.
Much more amenable merchants down there.
An easy sell, but not a tough one.
No other families trying to up the prices to take a cut.
And no interference.
No interference, indeed. Okay, gentlemen. I will. This one, you say? Very well. Do they have hooves? I don't know.
They can do.
They can do. This one, we'll keep it consistent. This one has hooves.
There we are.
Coconuts behind you.
I've only had 2 half coconuts.
Yeah. Good noon, Captain.
I wish it were. I wish it were a good noon, but it's not.
Seems to be some fuckery here, doesn't there?
There's these bloody gangsters always interfering with our business.
Yes, they seem to be interfering with everyone's business and interfering more and more. I have dealings here and they keep to encroach. I must pay protection and taxes and...
The protection is the worst. It's like a bloody tax. We pay the crown enough bloody tax.
Indeed we do. I've heard good things about tier 6.
Have you now?
I have. No interference. More amenable people down there. Less money, but easier.
Well, you don't know what kind of work there is down there for a courier.
Well, I may have things to be couriered. Me and my associates, we're thinking of leaving.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I've had an invitation from the, what do they call themselves? The Heartbreakers on tier 6.
Oh.
They seem to have some kind of project, lots to move, lots to buy as well. And no protection from what I hear. I would like to be making passage there as soon as possible. I have a meeting with them.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 19 plus an 8, 27.
Well, I mean, I want to, but there's other factors, you know. The reason why I have to pay There it is. Drop my fucking D6. The reason why I pay their protection racket, is I don't have a crew. It's just me, and they smell like they want to pluck a pigeon, and
They smell weakness. Yes. You don't look like a big man.
And if I take off, and they're dead set on keeping everyone here, they might open fire. We don't want
They're
that.
dead set on leaving everyone here.
I mean, if they seem to want to shut this dock down.
Have they shut it yet?
I don't know. I mean, they're making moves to do so. Maybe not yet. Maybe we've got a bit of time.
How much do you pay in protection?
It's 100 gold every time I stop off.
Every time you stop off?
Every time.
Goodness. How would 200 gold sound to take me down?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
It's an 8. The next one is an 11. 11, 8, 19.
200 up front.
200 up front.
Well, I need to see it. I need to see you go for it, and then I reckon. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Should we take a walk to see my friends?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just over there by the boxes.
All right, he joins you as you stroll back to the crates where Tormund and Alvalon are waiting.
These are my associates. This is Jakar, and this is Simley. And this, my good friend, is 200 gold.
Right. Well,
shall we?
Let's go then. Aye, let's go.
Let's go. And your name, sir? My name is Kenthar.
Kenthar. And he looks at the pair of you, and Alvalon sort of nudges you and goes, I'm Simley.
Jakar.
Well, I'm Diavrin. And it's good to meet you. Good to meet all of you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And you.
Remember Diavrin couriers? When
certainly will.
Fantastic. So he leads you over to his ship. I'm guessing you are now out of Pass Without Trace. I
imagine an hour's probably passed by this point.
Yeah, otherwise it'd have been like, where are they? I can't bloody see them in these crates.
What kind of fuckery is this? Look you.
Look here, boyo.
Look here, boyo, eh?
So his runabout is it looks like quite a sleek craft. It's definitely built for quick trips, perhaps long range trips as well. He ushers you aboard. It's just the one deck, but part of it is covered over with almost like it's almost like kind of a tent, like tarp, but it's swept back for streamlining. So it cuts through the air.
Perhaps you both get some shut-eye under the...
Sounds good. I head back behind into there as quick as I can.
And Alvalon does the same.
Just stand on the ship with Diavrin.
Let's hope they don't ask any questions.
Let's hope not.
No, we shall see. And he fires up the burner on his courier, which lifts out of the berth. He sweeps it round, and you hear a few shouts. You hear a from Georgia, and you see people moving towards the craft. But there's not really much they can do about it. I mean, you're up in the air, and you're moving away. And then you see the skiff alter course and turn towards you, looking to pursue.
Just getting out the gun.
Stay the course, Diavron.
Oh.
I stand up and sort of edge towards the edge of the canopy.
This lot really don't want anyone getting out of here, do they?
They don't. But I think it's best for both of us to leave. There are some really quite fortuitous circumstances happening in Tier 6, and I think a courier company such as yourself could be better off there.
One more persuasion check.
All good. 16 plus 8, 24.
All right. Now reassured that this is something that is going to pay off. He's like, all right. In that case, let's increase our speed a bit. And he fires the burner a little bit more. The courier arcs down. We're going between the tiers at this point. So you can see that the airships that were there, the two chrome ones that were hitting you, make a
perception. Make a perception.
Make a
perception check.
18, 11, 29.
15.
Okay. So Tormund, you notice that the traffic is cleared a fair bit, unnaturally quickly, almost as if they've been told by someone very high up.
Right.
Get out. We don't want to see you here. Cassius, you catch a glimpse of Chrome, but it is far, far away. It is right at the edge of your vision. It seems like they have decided to kind of peel off for a moment and then maybe double back, but they've gone far away.
That might just be on our side, really. Not actually after a little skiff, are they? They're after the Delanos.
Indeed. Now the skiff is still on your tail, and it is starting to close in. They're not in cannon range yet, so you remember that the skiffs are armed mainly with light cannons, a couple of, I think one medium cannon. But you're probably all right for the moment.
I'm gonna linger on deck and keep an eye on them.
Are we're out of view now, are we? Pretty much.
From tier 6, it's from tier 5, yeah. So you are kind of border between 5 and 6.
May need you out here, boys. Seems we have some friends looking to join us in tier 6.
Yes. Would our pilots mind if I took the wheel? No offense, I'm just slightly more used to tight maneuvers which we may need.
Ex-Navy.
That sounds good. I should get me rifle, I think, shouldn't I? Just in case.
Sure.
You've got one.
If you've got one, that would probably be good.
Yeah. He goes under the canopy and starts rootling around for his rifle. It's an older style rifle, ball and powder. He's like packing the stuff into the barrel and getting the thing round and cocking it back. And by the time he's finished doing that, the skiff has closed to within about 300 feet. It seems like they really want to catch you. They are at full a speed as they can go.
Are we at as full a speed as we can go? And is there a front cannon on these things? Do we remember?
Their cannons are.
They're side on, right?
I mean, the light cannons are side on. The medium one can be maneuvered around. But I mean, firing from the front, it's not usually done.
Okay.
We'll put it that way.
Are we at full tilt?
You're at basically full tilt. You're starting to maybe pull ahead of him slightly, but this is a smaller ship, and with the weight of 3 more people than it's used to having, it could be a close one. I don't suppose you want to dissuade the shots.
I could, but my best shot is best saved for when they're a little bit closer, unfortunately.
That is mine.
Although I think if they get too close, my one might remind them of what happened to the much larger ship that was attacking us previously, which might scare them off a little bit.
Hopefully so. But we won't hit.
How wide is this boat?
It is. I mean, it's not a big boat. This is. It's no more than 30 feet long. About 10 feet wide.
Okay.
It's a pretty small target. And bear in mind that we're moving downward, firing what are effectively smoothbore cannons at a downward angle at a small target. They're not likely to get a hit easily. Especially with a medium cannon, that thing's recoil on the deck would cause problems. Because they're not really built for that kind of armament. It's sort of a jerry-rigged kind of thing.
Well, as that thought crosses through your head, Tormund, you hear a boom from behind you. And a cannonball whistles past the runabout. Oh, all right. They're bloody shooting at us.
Evidently, they are very keen to not let anybody leave.
Bloody hell! I mean, I can have a go with my rifle, but they're a bit far.
I think it would be far, and I think it would say that we're ready for a fight.
How brave are you feeling, boys?
Well, we have nothing to fear, do we? Do you have anything white at all? They can apprehend us in Tier 6 and ask us questions, can they not?
I suppose so.
Have you got any white cloth or anything? Can we wave the white flag?
Chances are they'll try and take us back. They'll probably board the ship and take us aboard and take us to Tier 5.
They can try. We're outrunning them at the moment.
It's true. But they have cannon. If we can get close enough, I can hit them with a lightning bolt. Aim for the engine, blow out the burner.
Well, I would say save the white flag for Tier 6. I mean, if we come in fighting, we're going to attract some attention.
So we fight here?
Again, if you're feeling brave, yeah, you feel like you could get underneath them and bring us up directly underneath. The ability to fire.
A dive and then a
dive and pitch. If we can get directly underneath them, they can't hit us with cannon.
He looks at the courier. He looks at Diavrin. Goes, and he's like, "Oh, I can't say I've ever done that."
First time for everything, I suppose, gentlemen.
All right, and he does it. He dives. So, all right. So he dives the ship down, loops it around in like a corkscrew, and starts bringing it upward. So you're kind of going at an angle like that at the moment, and the skiff is starting to point downward, and like roll a little bit to the side to try and bring its cannons to bear. You close to within. By the time they are almost broadside, you're about 120 feet away from them.
How long did you say the ship was again?
60.
R1.
30,
R1
sorry,
is
wasn't
30.
it? Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get as far forward on this thing as I can get.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Am I within range of 100 feet at that point? Of any part of that ship?
Well, what I'll say, as they bring their broadside onto you, you are 100 feet away, and we'll roll initiative.
That's a natural 20. Thank fuck for that. Although it's kind of annoying to waste a natural 20.
I have not rolled a single digit yet. I'm having a
Jesus.
great time.
Performance first. Al's going to be piloting. So we'll say he acts basically at the bottom of the round because you rolled a 2. What was your number, Cassius?
23 for me.
Okay. Tormund, you're up first.
I basically stride to the front of the ship and just palm out, and I'm aiming. I guess it's a skip. There's a metal skeleton, I'm guessing, of this thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's like wood and iron armor.
Yeah, so I'm aiming just at something metallic that I can easily aim at, and I'm just going to unleash my lightning bolt.
Cool. Go ahead.
It must make a dex saving throw. Because it takes damage whatever happens.
Okay.
15 DC.
Didn't make that.
Sweet! So I get to roll 8 D6s.
Lovely.
That is a good roll. That's 10, 28, 31 damage.
Cool. All right, so the lightning bolt strikes it amidships, and you see a jagged hole appear, and it runs up a little bit through the. Roll an extra d6 because for striking the iron.
That's a 5. So it's
All right.
36
35.
altogether.
36 altogether. All right, cool. So, it's a good hit. Yeah, it's a good hit. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about that. Big hole. Any other business?
Tell you what, as a bonus action, I'm going to expend 5 of my 8 sorcery points.
It sounds fun.
And regen myself a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay, that sounds like another bolt of lightning is coming my way.
Effectively, yes.
All right, lovely.
I can only that's it. Once I've done that, I don't have enough spell slots to get a 3rd again. But effectively, that's my plan.
All right, Cassius, over to you.
Do you need any assistance, Tormund, or
I wouldn't turn it down.
won't be as spectacular as that, not this far range, but I'll give it my best shot.
You can always feel free to wait and see what happens after my next shot.
How close are we? Like all of mine is like 90.
So, I mean, you are moving toward them at this. So there's constant movement at this point.
Uh-huh.
So at 100 feet, you unleash the lightning bolt.
Uh-huh.
You'll probably now be at about 80 feet.
Can I I want to. Do you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to chamber hex. I'd love to chamber hex until I can see that pilot.
Okay, cool.
I like that.
Hex is 90.
Okay.
You can do it now.
Hex is 90, I believe.
Make a perception check. As a free action, let's see if you can see the pilot.
So 11 plus 11, 22.
So you can see the pilot. The pilot is like looking over the side at you.
Mm-hmm. Right, can I ready 2 actions? Can I ready my bonus and my action?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
What I would like to do is ready hex until I can see him. Until I reckon I can get to him. Hit him with hex.
Well, you can see him now.
And I can get to him?
You can't get straight to him. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
What's the range on hex?
90.
Yes, you're within 80 feet. What's happening
Okay.
here is you're essentially moving 20 feet every time for every roll,
Mm-hmm.
for every person's turn, because this is constant movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So all I need to do is hit him. This isn't a concentration thing. He's just like fucking cursed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
right. So now I can do cool shit with him. Now I can do cool shit with hex. Right. So I can place a curse on the creature until that I can see within range. Until that ends, I deal extra 1d6 to the target whenever I hit it. I also choose one ability when I cast the spell. This will be, he'll have disadvantage. I imagine, really, dexterity is going to be this guy's issue at this point, roaming around. So he's got, dexterity gets muffled. He's also going to take 1d4 regardless. This guy's just going to take, just 4 damage per round. Not even 1d4. He's just going to take 4 damage per round.
Okay. Cool.
He's still there. Okay, I'm going to hit him with 2 Eldritch Blasts as well. Now I'm 5th level. I haven't used Eldritch Blast since probably the first case.
Oh boy.
But now I can do 2 of them. Well, it's 1 attack, but you get 2
Bolts.
bolts of it.
Nice.
Cocked it. So spikes 12.
12 damage.
Yeah, no, 12 to hit.
Oh, 12 to hit.
Makes a roll these.
So 12 will not hit. You roll
Very
both
well.
of them, though, don't you?
I roll. I think they're just normal attacks.
Yeah, you roll both of the bolts, though, I believe.
Do you roll for both the bolts?
I think you do.
The spell creates more than 1 beam when you reach higher levels.
Yeah, you
can
roll
at
for
the beams.
if you have a split one, you roll 1 for each hit.
Make a separate attack roll for each beam. That was right at the end. Thank you, guys. Much better. 23.
23 will hit.
That'll hit, won't it? That'll do it. 6 force damage.
6 force. Okay. Cool. All right. Nice.
And he can take his 4 now if he wants.
All right, lovely. Okay, so 6 force. All right, excellent. So you do hit him. You leave a sizable, what you think is a pretty nasty wound on him,
Mm-hmm.
but he seems to still be alive,
Mm-hmm.
although severely hampered in his efforts to pilot the ship.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be a little bit of a slower pilot now, Al.
Good to know. Okay, so he is super sluggish in the turn, trying to bring more cannons to bear on you. He only managed to bring 2 of them to bear on the ship. Very close range. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so one of them is going to miss. These are light cannons. One of them misses. The other one is a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, in that case, I am going to spend 2 of my last 3 sorcery points as a reaction and bend luck.
Nice. So I re-roll it.
No, I roll a d4 and I can subtract that number as a penalty from their roll.
Very nice.
Sorcery is dope.
Can be. Wild magic table, I'm trying to understand that because that can be bad. It's a 2, so it's only an 18.
Okay, 8. That's still not a natural 20. That still is.
That's the main thing I wanted to. What I want to do.
3d6 instead of
Negate.
6.
Just negate a crit.
Yeah.
All right. So this one. So this does hit the hull of the ship. Just like in the side, does 9 damage to the ship. Now this is a small ship; it doesn't have that many hit points. But yep, it takes a bit of a hit, but you're good. You're good for now. Like the light cannons are basically like very large rifles, large bore rifles. But you're okay. But Diavrin obviously looks at it like, fucking hell, my fucking ship. And enraged, he is going to fire his rifle.
Please be a crit. Please be a crit. That'd be so dope.
Could you imagine? Bullseyes one of the cannoneers from a distance.
It's not a crit. It is a hit, but it's not a crit. All right, and he and does a nice 11 damage with the rifle. He is, however, going to have to reload it now. So we go to Alvalon. At this point, where do you want it?
Closer.
We're fucking close right now. Do you want
Try
me
and
to loop
keep
around?
Try and keep underneath them. Force them to keep moving their cannon.
All right.
If you can get me within 60 feet of that pilot, I'll make short work of this and we can get out of here.
Okay. So he maneuvers the ship like pretty much directly underneath the skiff. Which is definitely going to put you out of range of most of their cannons, but they're going to have to try and they're going to be trying to swing around and get to him. Top of the round, Tormund.
So you're saying so at this point we are directly underneath them, yeah?
Yes, you're directly underneath them, about 40 feet from the hull.
Just straight up, just straight up. Yeah.
Fire!
Yeah, in fact, yeah, just for a laugh. Fire! So yeah, again, 15 DC dex saving throw, please.
I can't do what I wanted anyway. I can't
Failed
do
again.
what I wanted.
Yep.
7.
Oh, I should have made that with disadvantage.
I mean, if it's a no,
Still no.
if it's a no the first time, it's a no, then isn't it? Oh, that's an even better roll.
Nice.
All dice.
That is 10. That's 22. That's 27. That's 30. And that is 2, 4. So that's 38 damage that time.
38. Okay. Good stuff. What just happened? 38.
I hit the speaker system on board the enemy ship and just started blurting out random music.
You hit the bard on board. You hit his yeah.
Hit the lute and just started playing itself. I've inadvertently created the player lute.
You hit his trumpet and it. All right, Cassius, over to you.
I can't do
unless
what
you
I
have any
wanted.
bonus actions, Tormund.
No, none that are going to help me.
All right, Cassius.
I can't do what I ideally wanted to because I don't have any spell slots. That's the only thing with these bloody
Warlocks.
buggers. Yeah, but I'll just continue.
That's why they get Eldritch Blast as a standard, because it's like, I don't have any spell slots. Here have a D10 damaging spell for free.
What I wanted to do though was cast darkness on the wheel. So he just doesn't know where he's
Just
going.
can't see what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 22 and a natural 1. But for that one that hit, that is a 10.
Okay, 10 damage.
Oh no! Fuck! Jesus Christ! And a D6 for the necrotic. 5.
Nice. Okay, so this is like straight into the ship itself.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Nice.
And 4 for the stupid pilot.
Oh, 4 for the pilot. Okay. There we are. Maths. Subtract 4 from a number. That should be easy, but for some reason it's when you involve dice, it's not. There we go. All right. So the skiff. All right, it's going to bank a little.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a contested roll with Alvalon. Oh, they match. They bloody matched. Alright, so the skiff kind of banks around, manages to get one cannon with a bead on you. Actually, no, it doesn't. If they match, status quo. So it's going to... But they are going to move. They are going to open like a bottom kind of bay hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of crewmen poke out at you with pistols. And they're going to attempt to shoot at the crew. So they're going for you both. One each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so against Tormund we have a 6 plus not much. Like I think that's like a 10. But against Cassius it's a 19.
That'll hit.
That is a D10. Oh, I mean I'm using the D10, but alright, so that is 6 plus 2, that's 8 damage. As a shot kind of just wings you.
Mm-hmm.
And that number was the number. Okay, excellent. The other one misses. Like the shot thuds into the deck between your feet. So your boy Diavrin reloads the rifle and with a natural 20
Yes, Diavrin! Yes,
Right,
Diavrin!
This guy's coming back later on.
he lines up a shot just and like hits one of the crew straight between the eyes, just and he tumbles out, and it's like when someone falls out of a plane, they go like that. It's like that, and the shot goes straight through him and hits a bit of the ship as well. So we'll add do that. All right, Alvalon, maintain course.
Let's get us home.
All right, we're getting close. Hang on. Top of the round. Tormund.
How far are we away from the ship at this point?
You're holding at about 40 feet.
Pistol range, so...
It's fine. In that case...
I should say
I am going...
No, go on.
I was going to say, I am going to cast... Yeah. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Oh, that's a good one. I remember this being a good one.
I throw a ball of energy and I can choose what damage type it is when it hits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fire.
And in fact, I'm also going to use my last sorcery point to empower the spell.
Okay.
So I get to I can re-roll up to 4 damage dice on it if I hit.
How many damage dice does it have?
3. So I get to re-roll them all if I want to.
Sick.
That is a 12. That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit, yeah.
That is right. I'm going to re-roll the first one.
Okay.
I think that just doubled it to an 8. So that's maximum damage on the first dice.
Lovely.
I'll keep the second one because that's a 7. If I re-roll it, I have to take the new one.
Mm.
So we're going to roll the third one now. I'm going to re-roll that. And another 8.
Nice.
So that's 16, 23 total damage. I'm aiming it for the hatch just below, like the bit of ship just below that other part, the other crew member leaning out, and I'm specifically going to make it fire damage.
Yeah, gotta be fire.
It was that or acid is what I was toying with. I thought, no, I'm going to go fire.
Are you aiming it at the ship or the crewman?
At the ship, but the bit below him specifically.
Cool.
Hoping that it might like blow that bit of ship into him.
Oh, gross.
Let's make a dex saving throw.
Death by splinters.
Pretty much. Clearly, Tormund. What I'm saying is, Tormund is clearly built as an anti-ship character because he's basically mobile artillery at this point.
It seems to be. Well, this
Unintentionally.
crewman he sees what you're about to do, and his eyes widen, and he ducks back as your chromatic orb slams into the ship. The ship is now on fire.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. The speed is absolutely reduced, and Al is having to throttle back on the runabout to maintain position.
Do you want to book it?
Let's book it.
I just shout to Al, full speed tier 6.
Got it. Cassius, you still have a. So as we'll say we're still in initiative here. So as Alvalon kind of loops the ship up, you catch sight of the pilot.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him in his stupid face.
Nice.
24 more.
Yep.
24 and more. So, is it every time they take damage? So, whenever I hit it with an attack, I get 1d6. So, he's going to get a lot of damage.
Okay.
So, the necrotic damage that he's going to get is 7.
Okay.
One bolt.
I mean,
is
that
7.
might kill him. I think the necrotic will probably kill him.
7 for one of the bolts. 6 for the other bolt. So 13, 20, 24.
Just on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they blow him. They blow him straight off the side. And he basically, he's still got a hand on the wheel, and as he blows off, he's yanking the wheel as well, and the skiff basically goes from flying relatively straight to going like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it slams straight into the side of Mihre, of the mountain, and basically shatters like a vase, or like a bottle of champagne against the side of a ship. Ironically.
I guess we just christened the city then.
Yes.
We did.
We name it Still Kind of a Shithole.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Well, that was a bit more dramatic than they really don't want to lose any business, do they?
They don't. They like money.
Yes, they do. Definitely.
But there's more money in tier 6, I assure you.
Well, I certainly hope so, because I don't think they can go back to 5 anytime soon.
Well, that may change, Diavra.
Let's hope so.
Well, we're going to meet someone who wants to get rid of the people that were following us.
Mm-hmm. Now, casting your eyes ahead to tier 6, this pitched battle has attracted some attention.
Mm-hmm. Strange.
And there are some guardsmen at the docks waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I better are you going to wave your...
I think for them we will.
I think I'll turn off my thing.
Disguise. Yeah, you're like...
Hopefully Swift's down there.
If not, just mention the name, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Bloody hell. I thought you were a bloody tiefling. You're not a...
I'm not, no.
Bloody hope that money's not bloody changed.
You can check.
He checks. Alright, that's fine. Well, that's fine then. That's fine. Cool. Alright. So you look down ahead as the ship as the runabout settles into a bay, and there is a procession of guards approaching.
Mm-hmm. I'll get off. You wait here. I'm back home now.
So there are two people at the front. One is Inspector Swift, who is grinning as you approach, and the other is a tall half-orc with a similar grin on his face.
Inspector Swift, I hope we didn't cause you too much trouble. And Gracchus, why didn't you return my letters?
Kind of hard to get information back inside the Delano compound, especially when they're expecting me to cause problems.
I think it's time to begin.
Your last tip was very useful.
They're coming, Gracchus. I think it's time to begin.
I got bitten by a fucking zombie.
Oh.
Yes, it was a very strange time.
It wasn't good.
Do you remember the woman on tier 7 that tried to plague the whole city?
The one you cut in two?
Yes, that's the one. I don't quite understand how, but the Delanos seem to have raised her spirit and sent it after us. The archive is a little worse for wear, unfortunately.
Well, where I've been has been very nice. Well, you probably remember it. Gracchus, I've brought some friends. I brought some friends. One you may remember. Tormund. I've talked him round, but he was not best pleased with you.
Yeah.
It's okay, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. And they dismount. Alvalon and Tormund and Diavrin all dismount. I don't think is the way flag even. I don't think it's necessary, is it?
I don't think it is. No, Diavrin.
No,
Gracchus, if we can find space in your war for a courier, this is Diavrin. He allowed us to get back.
I think I can. And I think an old friend might be able to find some work for him after the course as well.
This is
a little more
Alvalon.
money because I didn't realise it was going to be a bloody war that I was about to go into.
I'm sure we can arrange some more permanent compensation for you, Mr. Haven.
Much appreciated.
This is Alvalon. Fantastic pilot.
I noticed. Very skillful.
And, well, you
Yeah.
are already acquainted with Dot.
Gentlemen, if you could give us a moment. I sort of walk Tormund off to talk to him privately.
Let me take you gentlemen to the devilish archive for a drink. I'll see you there, old friend.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, bodies of water.
I'm back! I'm back in tier 6! I'm back at the archive!
Shit's about to get real, folks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All the war assets have been collected.
Oh yeah.
There was a last-minute flurry of some additional ones, which is always useful.
So this one may go out in 2 parts. We'll see.
It was a long one, right? I think
Yeah.
we started it 2 3/4 hours ago.
Indeed.
No, that's when we began our.
That's when
That's
we
when
began.
we started chatting.
It's still about an hour and 40 plus, I think.
It's
I
an
think
hour.
so.
And, it's coming up on an hour and a half. So,
There you go.
like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're back. Don't call it a comeback, but we are totally back. We're going to have some excellent stuff for you in 2022. We're going to have some bit more diverse content in 2022 as well.
Exciting content.
Things are looking very interesting for us. And Happy New Year. You can find me on Minds at Matt Waterhouse Author.
I still haven't checked what my handle is. I'm on there.
And I'm still not there. Some things never change, ladies and gentlemen.
Some things change, some things stay the same. Take care, everyone. See you next time.